Good afternoon. Time to wrap up our trading in the E-mini and the other markets today. The crude oil trade spiked on the 1427 bar as the shorts were squeezed. So once again, we thank Nancy for her research. We came in today, the market with an up bias. We thought that 70 to 75 was support, and that was our buy zone. And we had basically, I believe, 83 to 85 was our sell one. So we caught the edges of the market really well. The market sold at first. There wasn't a lot of participation. No trade on that S. This is just as the monkey sees it, down. There was a B here that we had a loser on. This S works. We like the second B better. We talked about that. It's certain, but the first B worked also, as did this S. Those two B's worked. That B worked, and even that B worked. And now we're into sideways. So once again, the overall assessment of the market is correct. We thought the long side. The market still has an up bias, so we favor the long side. A little more than the short side today, but that doesn't mean the market can't sell. The pattern remains the same. Get long or short on the opening, hold for a couple hours, and that's how you maximize your trade. And I don't expect that to change. We're not dealing with a two-sided market where normal market forces are allowed to work. Okay, we don't have a lot of news tomorrow. Looking at the F1 screen, we have an outside day that says trading range. We don't have a lot of news to break the market out one way or another, so I imagine we're going to come in like we have been for quite a bit. We're looking to sell failure to take out and hold 2185, and be looking for a place to buy it with 2070, 2075 up first. We at the F2 screen, definitely a P. So the issue is, can we take out 85 to 90? And right now we don't know. So 83, 85 is still going to be sell 1. Sell failure to take it out. 89, 91 will be sell 2. On the buy side, 74, 76. And 70, 72 for buy 2. Tomorrow's news, PMI services 51.2. Jolts, don't know. Previously it was 0.5624. Don't know what the estimate is. Then the beige book. So tomorrow's focus is going to be the beige book. And that's likely to hold the market in a trading range too. It tends to do that. So we'll see how all of this plays. Treasuries were strong today. I think treasuries reflect the weakness of the economy. And Mark Cuban puts a article out saying that the market will tank if Donald gets elected. And we've been talking about that too. You know, the first time that the Fed will probably raise interest rates, and guaranteed if a Republican wins the White House, then they're developing material for the next election. Look what happens when you elect a Republican to the White House. Mark Cuban was honest about it. He says it's a false economy, it's weak, not very strong, and if Donald Trump gets elected, they'll raise interest rates. So I would say that Mark's probably got a pretty good chance of being true if a Republican gets elected. Very, very strong market. Higher low, higher high. Market traded up. This one says find a place to buy it to see if we can extend today's range. F2 screen. Very, very strong P. And again, right here, just structurally, we've got a limit sell at 131.22 closes the gap. So I'm going to sell 12s to 16s, sell 1. 19 to 23, sell 2. On the buy side, 4 to 8. Let's make it 1 to 5. We might do a little better. Buy 1 to 5. Put a question mark at 8. And then 25, 29. Looking at the 30-year, 28 to the buck, 1 point higher than it was this morning. So 3 to 7, sell 1. And we have our 13 up there, and then so we'll make 11 to 15, sell 2 to close that gap. On the buy side, first little band of support, again 1 point higher than it was this morning, 12 to 16. So 5 to 9 by 1. 25, 29 by 2. His timing was perfect, Jeff. No doubt. One people in America, in a great sense, we worship money, and people that have a lot of money, everybody gloms around and hangs on to them, tries to get some of it too. But being successful in business, timing, and finding that one idea that makes money and duplicating it, doing it over and over and over and over again. And that's what it takes to be successful in business. It doesn't necessarily mean you're super intelligent. Quite often the guy that comes along and profits from an idea isn't the person that thought it up or dreamed it up. He just figured out how to put it together. Higher low, higher high for gold. Very, very strong day. Again, we talk about it day in and day out, that the chaos going around the world is enough that hard to see anybody that bought gold for insurance or safety dumping their position. And it's not an investment. It's an insurance policy. So 55, 57 is going to be sell 1. 60, 62, sell 2. The idea we might get a pause day tomorrow. Last rotate, so 51 to 49 by 1, and 45, 47 by 2. And looking at crude, lower low, lower high, find a place to sell it. We had that spike up after the market closed, so we had this probably the cleanest breaks up there at 46, 46 and a quarter, and then we have that high up there at 47.50. These are on daily, so there's 20 cents in price growth. There's a lot of rounding increments here. We're at 44.87, so I think 45 is probably reasonable resistance, underlining reasonable. And we had a 44.75, 45 sell. So maybe stops above today's high, so we'll put 45, 45 and a quarter, sell 1. But it may take 44.75 to get in. We're going to play for higher in London, and 45.50, 75 for sell 2. Got this high volume number down here at 44. The start of the new distribution at 34. We're at 86. So we'll leave it at 44, 44 and a quarter by one where we were today, and then 43.50, 43.75 by two. And Rich Genders will be on Thursday at noon Eastern to talk about trading crude. Start of his trading year. And the euro is really, really strong today. Really exploded up. And probably more than it should have given the news. But again, when this stuff gets going, you don't know how far or how long it's going to go. You do know that it will overrun. It'll go farther than fundamentals dictate. Higher low, higher high, find a place to buy it. So, 1275, maybe in London tonight. So let's say 65 to 75. Sell one. 113 even. Sell two. On the buy side, 54. We'll make 25, 35 buy one. And then 112 even, 112.10 by two. I think there's a bit of an overreaction to the upside today in the euro, so we need to give it some room to the downside. Hey, that's it for this January. Man, first of the year, right? How about for this September of 2006? And I'll see you bright and early in the morning. You all have a great evening.